Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to grow up. Let's continue. Alright, so we've got several pieces of the star plant that we're trying to connect. I think we need 3 of them. There's another one of our blocks. I might as well just leave all of these where they are or where they belong. So there's an island, so let's run towards this. Perfect. No, push downward. The controls invert when you grow these plants. And I don't even hear any crystals on this island, so I think we're cool. There's an island, and up there's an island. I'm guessing somewhere further this way is a crystal, because I'm just barely hearing crystal sounds. So yeah, there's like a cave in here. And it's the cave ones that are going to prove to be the nightmare scenarios, because I won't be able to see those with the pod map. Let's hurry to the moon and save Mom, it says. If I climb down lower, does it get louder or quieter? Seems like it's getting quieter the lower I go. Yeah. We'll grab this plant and destroy it. And inside of the plant was a rock. And on top of that rock was the crystal. One more. Okay, so we have a glowing island over there, and a glowing island over here. So let's fly this direction towards this. Fly up. And yeah, this looks like that's a good one to grab onto. Can we grab? Yeah, if we do this careful enough. Right. The island is that way. Push downward and direct. And I suspect this won't make it all the way to the island, but that should be good enough. Look, his arms are getting stretched out. Look at this glitch. Yeah, and it's just barely off. Alright. So we'll just fly over to this part. and push us back down. And we'll just crash this directly into the island and it should be still cool. I'm getting squished. So this is just a wind stream that blows you up high. Interesting. I haven't seen any other wind streams like that. So I'm not really sure what that's for. Come on. More battery power. Alright, where is the final island that we need this to attach to? Let's see. This is something we were going to have to do eventually anyways. Arguably though, I am probably spending some extra time right now doing it when it might be a little bit easier later on. Depends really on what that final ability is going to be. And how easy is it really going to be to collect that final ability. Right. I think if I ride this upward, this might take 2 or 3 tries on stems, but yeah, that was something in the first game I would have liked to seen happen more often too, is that it calculate just how far it is away from the closest rock island, and then if the game is going to insist that it only gets halfway towards that rock island, it is only halfway and not a case of a third of the way. Right. So I think we're safe. If I kind of go this way and do this. There we go. And up we go. So that grows this cactus plant. Yeah, I vaguely recall in the first game there was something more about the star plants and collecting star seeds or something out of them. Maybe that's not a phrase I just made up in my head. Alright, well, growing that didn't do anything for me. Not really. Yes, we have this, but we had already kind of figured out a way to get up here and get the piece of the ship. So we've got these pod challenges, and that's the one we did before. Let's see, this is the one we haven't even started. And the ability is the last, another ship part, and this, and ability. Let's see, where's the ability? Could have sworn I saw an ability somewhere. Ship part over here. And ability. Alright. So our goal would be to... Yeah, it seems like there's no star planet that is anywhere close to this. So this is where we want to go, and how we get up there I really don't know. Let's start where we are though and see if we can face the right direction. I mean, you're pretty high up. So I need to do a 180 and go this direction, I guess. 3 batteries, as high as possible, hold Y, hover. Again, I don't think I'm gonna run into any invisible walls or anything, so this is just gonna be a case of not pushing up and losing speed and not falling down too much. We might want to take a safety to this telerouter. We're getting pop-in of the islands, which that's not something that happened in the first game, but then the first game was a lot smaller of a game. What's weird here is you really couldn't HD remaster this game either, because it has that low polygon look to it. So instead of making an HD remaster, the only thing I could imagine is that you would make a collection of both Grow Home and Grow Up, and I guess you maybe call it the Growing Collection, or grow, and then put it on things like, you know, eShop for the Nintendo Switch. It would be a good seller there. The eShop for the PS4 and the Xbox One is still a decent concept. I wouldn't be surprised if these games are here. I'm getting readings of ship part here. Let's keep moving before it freezes solid. So, just to make sure. Looks like something crash landed in the ice. Can we go see what it is? Alright. Let's... I definitely remember when playing this game doing a lot of this. Just jumping downward and then deploying the parachute to slow myself down. New flora form, scan it for info. Alright, it's like a crystalline. Ooh, the flower form is crystallis. It's much lighter than the atmosphere. It can float for ages. So apparently I can grab those and flow on them. Interesting. We have a challenge. We have either a waypoint. I can't see through the waypoint. It would be nice if it stopped appearing. There you go. There we go. I kind of feel like at this point I've unlocked enough of these telerouters to reach any of the highest points, and it would only be then a case of ensuring that I jump down from the highest points to collect everything else. See how many new plants are left to even find. Yeah, there's 8 plants left. What is this ability? Your crystal locator is online. You might get good at finding these things as me. Alright. Star flute is a mature floater flora form. It can shoot pollen from eye of significantly less grody too. Egg a Trados creeper. It's kind of creepy. I'm not sure what it does. Okay. So now we have this visual. We have this visual feedback telling us how close a crystal is at all times. You know, this would have been super helpful for anybody with auditory problems. And we should look at that, like audio, video. There's no subtitles, so the glowing sound of the crystals, if you were deaf, you would never be able to find any of them. And that would have been pretty easy to program. It's kind of the only thing that this game even really needs to subtitle. You could subtitle buzzing sounds and others, things like that. Now let's see. Yeah, we have all of our abilities. We have 30 out of 150 crystals. We've done none of the challenges. I'm just trying to find this crystal, which it's gotta be somewhere. It's like a cell phone crystal locator. Let's just sneak past it, I guess. So yeah, it seems like we are still somewhat doomed to have to find crystals on our own first. How much further can this zoom out? Right. Ship part. There's a crystal. Okay. So now that puts me at 3 bars near crystal. This is really not sensitive enough as a radar detector. Alright, let's go. Now I'm at 1 bar. Now I'm at 0 bars. That pretty much means the crystal detector is not going to play a big role until we have done some major cleanup work. Like, we're gonna have to look around the map and get rid of everything that's on the map first before we can even entertain the idea. Like, we just collected that 1 crystal. Wow, what a mess that ship part made. Do you think we should clean this up? There we go. Hey, there's a new plant to scan. There's like 3 more ship parts too. Alright, so I want to be careful because this looks like a Venus flytrap. Careful, snappers will have dangerous, powerful jaws. They're not carnivorous. They just like being mean. Bud, you've gone to pieces. The checkpoints are kind of weird in this. Right. So, map mode now. Where's the last 3 pieces? I wonder. We have a star plant here that I don't think we've done anything with. And I think we're gonna have to just keep that growing until we can get higher up. Because I'm not really seeing it. I'm not really seeing a last piece, let alone the last 3 pieces. Are they deep inside? I suppose that might be the case. There's a way this map works where you hit the North Pole and it doesn't really want to work. Alright. Let's go down in this cave and see if we can find the crystal we want to collect. Hey, and that's nice. At least we're getting a direct message that there are no more crystals to collect anywhere near here. Now, how do I get out of there? Up we go, and then we just need to figure out which direction to grow. How are we on plants, by the way? Like we've made so many of them. Right. Yep. Unless they decide to do something kind of tricky, I don't think we're going to run into much of an issue. Yeah, this is just straight up on the other side of the planet, so pretty much any direction I fly is the right direction. And we can have our fun while we're doing all this. Is this a new kind of plant to scan? No. Apparently not. There's another one of our blocks. I don't know which way I'm going. My orientation to the horizon is lost. Alright. Am I going the right way though? Generally speaking I am. Just try and gain as much height as possible. Let's go over it this way, because this is going to take too long, and I don't think I'm going to be able to pull this off. I'm losing too much height. There we go. Now I'm starting to pick up some wind currents. Alright. Miss Mom, can we hurry and fix her, please? Alright. So somewhere around here there's a crystal. Let's just go and grab this and destroy that just in case. That sounds like it's over here. Is there a cave? Yeah, it looks like it might be over here. There we go. Just playing the game in the extreme zoomed out mode. There we go. That got rid of our indicator. So I imagine we'll have to do a decent amount of this as we work our way towards the other side of the planet. Let's see. We're still headed in this general direction, yeah. So if I could find a tele router, that would be helpful, because then I could shoot myself up to the top. Let's see, where's the closest tele router? There it is. Alright. More crystals this direction. And we're gonna have to climb up. Nope, see? anytime you're too close to the walls, you just can't. You can't rocket yourself upward. At least, doesn't seem like you can. That's going to be kind of annoying if we get all the crystals and we can fly around and we still can't get close to any of the rocks. But I guess at that point there are ways to work around that. Am I facing the right direction? Not particularly. No, wait, it says there's another crystal over here. And we might as well get them all. Yeah, it will turn into a nightmare scenario if we miss one and we have to fly around the entire planet, because we would then potentially have to make spirals around the entire planet to figure out where the last few remaining crystals are. Having the B button both turn you into a ball and do something else is a little counterproductive. Almost certainly this isn't a cave. I sometimes wish you like planets. Didn't get that whole statement. That's definitely an admittance of the game creators that what is being said by Pod this time and what was being said by Mother before in the first game were not really important lines of dialogue, because there's no way to bring it back up, there's no way to make sure it's read, there's no press A to confirm, it's just somebody is saying something to you for really no good reason. Like, if that feature was missing, I don't think anybody would really complain. So maybe cave down that way. I would say this low polygon art style has found a way to make it kind of obvious what is the flat surface and what isn't. Very rarely are we running into a situation where a rock wall does not feel like a rock wall. If this had all been brown, just solid brown, that would have been annoying. This is weird. We have in the middle here somewhere a crystal, but I'm having no success finding where this crystal is supposed to be. If it's supposed to be under a rock or hidden or something, it's too well hidden. Yeah, unless this is supposed to be pick up a rock and pull it out of the ground, which I've seen instances where crystals were hidden amongst flowers, but I don't recall them being hidden inside of flowers. And it's not just way above me, which they would have to work kind of hard to make sure that that was never the case also. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to adopt a policy of not trying too hard. And its current setup, I've spent way too much time on this. Let's see what happens when we hit the water. Ah, we fall to pieces. Did that put me any closer or further away from where I wanted to be? I think it put me further away from where I wanted to be. Yeah, it still doesn't feel like I've found all the pieces though. When we look at the status, there's one piece somewhere around here, one ship part, and then everywhere else it seems like we've already kind of found them all. So I don't know where the other ship parts might be. That being said, there's clearly at least 2 more ship parts on top of the one we found, and we really haven't gotten our greatest height to go much higher than 1370, which that's a little surprising. And until we get more crystals, I really still don't feel like I'm gonna be in a good position to try to do some of the challenges. But overall, all that being said, we have all the abilities. We can either get the last ship part and then have to focus on crystals, or we can try and focus on crystals on the way there. Plant wise, we have 5 remaining plants to find, and that is that. And I imagine it's not too difficult to figure out where these plants are from. This row is probably from one section, and this probably is from the North Pole, and this is probably the South Pole. Yeah, we're doing good. The game is working pretty well for me, and it's been another 30 minutes, so that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want to friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below in the description box. And if you want to support me even further, you can friend me on Steam and get me a game off my wish list, or you can support me through Patreon. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.